It seemed for many years hidden, apparently behind closed doors and away from the spotlight. But the truth is, the authorities knew all about it. Rotherham council leaders and police chiefs were told, but the victims' stories were disbelieved, suppressed, or even ignored. This girl was one of an estimated 1,400 victims of grooming gangs in one town.
He would rape me once a week, every week. And then that's when he started to gain control over me, and when I started to fear him, and not just him, but everybody else within that gang. And I'd have to have sex with his cousins or whoever wanted to have sex with me, and I've very much become like an object, and that's how they treated me.
Council officials, according to the expert finally called in to investigate, were too preoccupied with what were described as professional jealousies.
If all of the authorities involved, officers and members, had been less concerned with their own agendas and prejudices and kept their focus on the children's welfare, some of these children might not have suffered the abuse and brutality we read about and heard about.
It took the discovery of a body in this spot to provide new impetus for failing investigations into Rotherham's deep-rooted child sex problems. In October 2010, the body of 17-year-old Laura Wilson was found in a canal in South Yorkshire. She'd been stabbed to death by an Asian lover. In a separate case in November the same year, 5 men from Rotherham were jailed for sex offences against girls as young as 12. In October 2012, a Home Affairs Select Committee criticised South Yorkshire Police Chief David Compton's handling of child sexual exploitation. In July 2013, MPs said Rotherham Council had failed in its duty of care to child sex victims. And in September last year, the authority announced the independent inquiry, and it has been shamed by the findings.
We all have a responsibility to protect our young people from these predators. But it's clear from today's report that we, the Council, and other agencies that work with us, failed in that duty for a significant period of time. For this, I am deeply sorry.
It's hard to sum up the extent of the pain created by the authorities in some cases by failing to intervene. There were examples of children being doused in petrol and threatened with being set alight, threatened with guns, or made to watch brutal, violent rapes and told that the same thing could happen to them. And it's clear many victims believe the police and the council share responsibility.
I blame them as much as I do my perpetrators, and I at least want an apology for the way that I was treated, because as an adult woman, as a child I knew didn't know any different, but as an adult woman I now know that the way I was treated was not correct, was not right, and shouldn't have happened. And not just with me, but then continued to happen with other people.